This ongoing heat wave, a red flag alert is in effect in many areas. The fire level has moved up to extreme at County Fire Station 15. That's in Mission Canyon, right off of Foothill Road. A red flag posted out front is an alert to residents about the critical dangers from the high heat and low humidity. The public will also see other signs in the area if you go up towards the Tunnel Road area, Botanical Gardens, or the Mission Canyon community. During red flag conditions, roadside parking near the trailhead is banned. That's in place to keep the area clear in case of an emergency when the area would need to be evacuated. Happening in less than an hour, hundreds of guests getting ready to support Santa Barbara Humane at its biggest fundraiser of the year. The Great Gatsby Fur Ball will raise much needed funding for the nonprofit to place pets into homes. Funds raised will also allow the organization to offer critical safety net resources like free and low-cost veterinary care, assistance through its food pantry, affordable dog training, and more. The organization's goal is to ultimately keep pets and people together and animals out of the shelter system.
My main hope is that more people know about us and visit us at sbhumane.org to see all the resources that we do provide. Questions you may have, financial resources. We have a food pantry. We are here for the community and we want more people to know that.
Proceeds from the event will help Santa Barbara Humane support thousands of dogs and cats and the people who love them. The Chumash Heritage National Marine Sanctuary, one step closer now to becoming a reality. Today, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration released its final environmental impact report. It's a key step toward full sanctuary designation. As a part of the Biden administration's America the Beautiful initiative, the sanctuary would protect habitats and species across 4,000 square miles of coastal and ocean waters from Gaviota to San Luis Obispo. Project leaders hope the land will serve as a classroom for indigenous knowledge and history. Full sanctuary designation could be approved before the end of the year. A Santa Ynez public official and her husband were sentenced to 3 years probation for breaching the U.S. Capitol on January 6, 2021. Photos show Karen Jane Jones and Robert Walter Jones at the Capitol during the attack, eventually making their way inside the building. In May, both Karen and Robert pleaded guilty to 1 count each of entering a restricted building. Prosecutors recommended short prison sentences, but a judge settled on 3 years probation, plus about $3,000 in fines and restitution each. Karen Jones is on the Santa Ynez Community Services District Board. She has filed election documents and is planning to run for another term. That's despite telling the U.S. District Court that she had to appear remotely for sentencing yesterday because she's been living in Dripping Springs, Texas for the past year while she helps take care of her grandchildren. Another Central Coast resident who was at the January 6th Capitol attack is awaiting sentencing. Pictures show Cameron Clapp of Cambria waving an American flag and entering the Capitol. The athlete and triple amputee pleaded guilty in July to disorderly conduct in a Capitol building and parading or picketing in a Capitol building. He faces up to a year in prison. Clapp is an athlete and motivational speaker who lost 3 limbs in a train accident in Grover Beach when he was a teenager. He graduated from Cal Poly in 2021. Sentencing is set for October 11th. Former President Trump in court today, his legal team appealing the decision to award E. Jean Carroll millions of dollars in his sexual assault and defamation case. Trump speaking to reporters after apparently defaming Carroll again. Perry Russum is in Washington.
Former President Trump in court appealing the $5 million decision for sexually abusing and defaming columnist E. Jean Carroll. The appeals court appearing skeptical of Trump's push for a new civil trial, telling Trump's lawyers it would be very hard to overturn the jury's verdict.
But this is a disgraceful case.
Trump later speaking at Trump Tower using similar defamatory language against Carroll he was held liable for.
But she made up a story, it's fabricated 100%. I never met her. I never touched her. It's a made-up, fabricated story by somebody, I think initially just looking to promote a book.
Carroll's attorney listening in, telling ABC News all options are on the table. Trump mentioning another sexual assault accusation against him from the late 1970s, where a woman says she was molested by Trump on a plane.
It didn't happen, and she would not have been the chosen one. She would not have been the chosen one.
Trump's legal issues front and center with Election Day less than 2 months away. Today, the judge in Trump's felony hush money trial delaying his sentencing until November 26th, after Election Day. Yesterday, Trump's legal team pleading not guilty on his behalf in his revised election interference case. No trial date has been set. Meanwhile, the Harris campaign is launching an outreach program in Michigan for those who voted for Nikki Haley during the Republican primary there. About 300,000 people voted for Haley in Michigan. Perry Rustin, Washington.
Breaking news, a Goleta man accused of recording children with hidden cameras has been arrested again. 54-year-old Stephen Shapansky was originally arrested in July on suspicion of invasion of privacy with a recording device, but was later released. Investigators say he set up cameras to film children at Santa Barbara Charter School, where he worked as a teacher. The school fired Shapansky. Your news channel has reached out to the district attorney's office for more information about this most recent arrest. We will update you with more information as soon as it comes into our newsroom. Your money. In an unprecedented move, the Department of Transportation is investigating the frequent flyer and credit card reward programs of the country's 4 major airlines. Chris Van Cleve is at Los Angeles International Airport.
Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg sent letters to the CEOs of American, Delta, Southwest, and United requesting they hand over detailed records about their frequent flyer rewards programs. Now, the probe is looking into how consumers could be impacted by extra fees, hidden pricing, or earned rewards losing their value, as well as the airline's use of so-called dynamic pricing for award redemption. Topping the consumer complaints to regulators, claims rewards points are often devalued or denied. Terms are buried in vague language and fine print, and the value of rewards change after people sign up and earn them. Airlines for America, the industry trade association, tells CBS News U.S. carriers are transparent about these programs. Southwest adds it takes great pride in the fact its points never expire. And Delta says providing a meaningful rewards experience is the top priority. The airlines have 90 days to turn over all of the documents related to the DOT's probe. The department declined to comment on next steps or a timeline for wrapping up this investigation. The U.S. Travel Association called the whole thing a waste of time. Chris Van Cleve, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Still ahead on your news channel live at 4, this is Shumash land. That's what it says in graffiti on that wall. The historical monument spray painted. We'll tell you about it.
And we take a look at your very hot weekend ahead when we come back.
And we know it's hot out there. Did you know that we're on track for the hottest year ever? Stay with us. We'll explain. The Saturday Farmers Market in Santa Barbara is moving as of September 28th. For those going to the market on Coda Street tomorrow or the 2 Saturdays after that, they will see informational signs posted at the entrances. This has long been planned. A big messaging campaign will also be taking place in the media and the city newsletter. We now know the day when it will in fact move. The Coda Street lot is being converted into the new police headquarters and a new parking structure. The farmers market is going to Carrillo Street between Anacapa Street and Chapala Street, along with the 2-block area of State Street. The farmers will find out their place assignments this week. This is